Boom, 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 boom. Did it work this time? It did work this time. Welcome, guys. We're on the right channel this time. I would never start streaming on another channel. That has never happened and will never happen in the history of Sweden
That's
Cup.
what you did. Oh.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just happen to have the wrong stream key.
Stream key.
Yeah,
Right.
doing a little bit of cheeky trolling. Anyway, I'm here with should I even call you Ina Lover or should I just go with Au?
I think it's Eru, right?
Yeah, Au, I reckon. Hello again. You were here last week and you're back again.
Yes, indeed. This time prepared. And yeah, homework done. Everything. I know what I'm talking about this time. I'm not just like looking at the maps for the first time.
Hell yeah. Well, you probably have done more homework than I have. To be honest, just want to check if.
I have my thoughts about the pool.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
assume
think
we're.
it's very low and aim control heavy compared to like raw mechanics. I think that's one.
Hmm?
I think it's also depending on what type of player you are, it's quite tapping heavy as well.
Yeah, there are some
As
maps that.
in not
Yeah,
tapping mechanics again, but like just like as well like control and just a lot of alt.
yeah. There was a point brought up that it is still a little bit of tapping, but at this point, I feel like some of the maps, some of the tapping in the maps can just be attributed to difficulty going up. You know.
I do agree, yeah.
So people are getting skill capped, perhaps.
Definitely like I don't know what you do at like higher star rating that won't have tapping involved, right? Because then it's just like spacing or speed. That's like the only real way of really boosting star rating.
Yeah.
And I mean, most people are quite comfortable at like 7-star aim, for example. Like most people do that, especially at this point in the tournament.
For sure. I do think like Nomad ones and stuff should be slightly higher SR pooled than the rest of the pool because it's always such an approachable skill set, especially
I
if the map is conventional. I think we should be more focused on perhaps consistency on a slightly harder level
do agree, yeah.
than the rest of the pool. This is a very goofy song we're starting off with here. It seems the players have joined the lobby. What they haven't done, however, is switch slots, which I assume they're going to be doing pretty soon. I sure hope so, at least.
Is there any maps outside of customs that you really want to see? I mean, I guess you already commented, right? So you've like seen most of the maps. I assume. I didn't see Nomad 2 picked yet. I think it was banned both times.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, Nomad 2 has been banned, and we haven't seen Nomad 3 yet, actually. Then again, only 2 matches have been played, so.
Alright. I personally, I want HR2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big sucker for, you know, older maps. 2011, that's mapping peaked, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that one. I also really like DT4. I know it's a custom, but I think it feels really good. And even as someone who doesn't play DT at all, I tried the map today, and as long as I convince myself that it's, I mean, this is cope, but if I convince myself that it's AR10 and not 10.1, it's pretty comfortable.
That is one insane strategy, I've got to say.
It's insane cope. I just pretend it's like a difficult alt map, right? And
Yeah, this is just an HR map, guys.
yeah.
No, but it's insanely nice. I think both of the customs are very nice this week. We have seen Hard Rock 2, and I think it's a pretty interesting map.
Yeah, it has this charm, right? The all map charm where some things are not mapped, some things are like mapped weirdly.
Yeah.
There's a random small break where there's music.
Yeah, those
So
breaks are
I,
fucking
I
classics.
I love this map.
So MrNeasel is going to start us off on the bans here. Hidden 2 ban right away, and it makes sense. You're playing against TOnyrino, who is an infamous hidden player. And TOnyrino just first frame banned right there. No mod 6 ban. Another reading ban from Neasel there. Makes sense. You're up against Tony. I would kind of consider, if I was Neasel, banning out Hidden 3. It feels like such a kind of uncontestable map for him against Tony. But what I know. No mod 4 pick. We're going into tapping to start us off. Boom. There we go. Tony finally moving in here. Being a bit rebellious. Wanting to not be in slot 1. But that has since been fixed, and we're going into no mod 4. A Ruby My Dear song. This is a guy who collabed with Igor, and for good reason. They make fairly similar music. Ruby My Dear is a little less crazy, I guess. But this is your 240 BPM breakcore tapping map in no mod. And a wild assumption I'm going to make here is that Neasel is going to be favored. Because while Tony definitely has been improving his tapping lately, grinding it out, I don't think he's quite at the point where he's super comfortable on stuff like this, higher BPM. But Neasel is actually the first one to find a break, and it's on the intro, and there's not really much to speak of there. Finds a cheeky little unnecessary miss. It's not going to be the end of the world, I don't think, but it's definitely not what you want to see starting off. Actually, he finds the second break as well. Neasel off to a not so good start. Tony finds the second break though. We can increase volume on... Actually, can I do this maybe? Bam. This is loud. Ow. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, but this is fine for me. I realize I should have done it differently, but I'll fix that after stream. Right now, Tony has the upper hand. Surely it's not super low still. Give me a second here. I'm gonna do some finicky stuff. That's so much higher. I wonder if that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. Ow. Or not. I guess that's fine. We'll roll with that for now. I can unfortunately not check the volume myself, of course, because today I'm streaming. So you're just gonna have to scream at me just like you did now. But it's helpful. Right now, we're looking at Tony, who's actually in the lead right now. MrNeasel has a really nice recovering combo here. That honestly, given he holds through this last section, could net him the win, but oh my god, he just shakes off the entire burst. Okay. Okay, Neasel is doing his signature moves again. We're one map in, and he's already shaking, but he's holding so much combo now, and Tony is breaking. He's bringing it back. Okay. Look at Neasel go.
They are gaming.
They are gaming really hard right now. And you can see the shake I was talking about earlier, right?
Yeah. He's, I mean, they're both a bit shaky.
Look at the combo, Neasel. Oh my god, what a recovery from him.
Is absolutely
Holy.
running away with it.
I forgot the applause sound is still in. Still haven't fixed that. Neasel does close out the first pick, and for a first pick, I will say, up until that last part, it wasn't super convincing. For a first pick, I'd like it to be a little more in your favor compared to what it was now. If I'm MrNeasel.
I agree, yeah.
But I'm
You
not.
want to start off with a statement, get some confidence rolling, I think. So I would agree.
It's also kind of a... I think he picked into it thinking Tony was just gonna fall apart completely on it, because you'd expect Tony to not be able to play tapping right now, at least not 240. But he was able to compete somewhat. We're going into Hidden 1 though.
Now this is a map.
This is a map, you're correct.
A map. This is a map of all time. One of my favorites from this pool.
If you like slide, I see you like sliders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was one of those maps that I actually played beforehand. I love this map. I think if you struggle a bit on the beginning section, like the first slider section, this slider section that comes halfway through the map-ish is absolutely gonna murder you, because that part goes.
Oh yeah.
It goes.
It goes. It is aggressive. I've always been a big...
Definitely.
Yeah?
I wonder. The last two sliders, right?
Yeah.
When you look at them, what do you see?
Are you asking me to interpret them?
Yes. Do you see like an upside down wizard's hat and like a tree that's fallen, or?
I did mention that there was a toppled Christmas tree.
It does look like that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's the meaning behind it. Paradoggy would have to correct me.
This opening section a bit easier. Some free combo if you're a hidden guy.
Oh, Tony with an early break, and I wouldn't say this is so bad, but when you realize that this section of the map is like the only section that you actually get any free combo, it gets a little bit more dire.
Definitely.
Now he has to combo the hard sections.
He can't get a rhythm going right now. There's misses here and there.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. That's a huge miss. I mean, Neasel is looking comfortable. I don't know how his hidden... Sorry, my bad.
Crazy curse, but he has managed to get himself a 130k lead right now, and that's gonna do a lot for him.
And this is a part where if you hold combo, you're like really good. Then you almost deserve to win.
Yeah.
Both players struggling here. We're keeping any combo over 20.
MrNeasel is actually in a really good spot. I mean, there's not much Tony can do anymore, I don't think.
There's not that much hard map left either. The sun slows down a bit. There's one more part and you're pretty much at the home stretch. So this would truly take an earthquake, and more actually, because it's Neasel. It would take more than an earthquake for him to miss that much.
Absolutely. Just find a little bit of misses, and the score gap is gonna close a little bit, but it's not enough.
Ice will count?
Yeah, maybe. But this one is definitely a Christmas tree.
Maybe he was playing like Snake in the editor.
Oh. Yeah. He's moving his slider with the snake controls. True. Anyway, I mean, the only thing that really decided that map was just the early combo, if I'm gonna be honest, right? Like,
Definitely, yeah. That's where Neasel basically got all his combo, right? The first 400. That's
yeah,
pretty much did it for him.
Tony loses his first pick, and certainly, I mean, all of a sudden, MrNeasel is looking really good here. This is a start you want if you're facing off against TOnyrino, because TOnyrino's seed obviously isn't very indicative of his skill. I'd say these players are fairly similarly skilled right now, and starting 2-0 is really good for him. But we're going into DT1. Pick up MrNeasel.
They are 9.7. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, it's a little low, but it honestly makes it harder than if it was 10.3. Depending on who you ask, of course, but I think it's harder when it's this dense.
Yeah, definitely. This BPM and yeah, the density does become quite big, especially for a anime DT1 map.
Oh yeah, we're getting rid of the para more now, and we're going back to anime.
Questionable decision.
You would have liked to see more Paramore?
Maybe. Some other pop, maybe, yeah. No doubt.
Banger pooling and such?
Yeah, Nisu looking good today. He's in form.
Certainly. He's looking really good in this match so far. Has done his homework as well. Here come the shakes though. Look at Neasel.
Especially funny looking how big the cursor is. It's just...
Oh yeah.
It looks like he's gonna miss half the notes.
Neasel still hasn't dropped. And they're gonna see the leaderboard here, and Neasel, I mean, he's gonna be really happy with this, I think. Knowing that if he holds just a little bit more combo, he's basically done enough.
Be quite silly to miss right now. Oh,
Tony does. But look at Neasel.
He's one of them.
Oh my god, look at him.
Oh my god. Where is the goat?
Dude, I love watching Neasel. It's always so fun.
Barbalian who? What is happening?
But he's still holding on to the FC. Like, how is this happening? Okay, does drop, and it is honestly inevitable, I feel like, with that shake.
He did miss on a stack, which is funny enough, because that means he... Oh my god.
But man, he has done so much. He has done more than he has to. That is a 500k difference. What a pick. Oops.
Oops.
Man. What a start from him. Coming out flying in this match. Punches going all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you go from here.
hidden 3, I guess, for Tony.
I would have picked no mod 5 immediately after, so he's still shaking. And I hope for the best.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. I totally forgot that. No mod 5 is going to be a pick for Tony that he's going to be winning. I don't see a world. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
He knows. He knows. He knows of the shakes.
Good song. This passes the song test.
Squirrel Pascal's map. Hell yeah. We got a custom map from him last year, a Hidden One, which was also a Swedish song, which was very nice. Tony, as always, has his supporters in the chat, but so has MrNeasel has also had a bit of support in the chat. It's always nice to see. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, I have to full screen this because I can't see anything. Well, he is shaking. I can see that.
Oh, this is so funny with a big cursor. I'm actually leaning forward to my screen right now, like this is hard to look at.
I don't know what to say here. He's going for now.
Yeah, Tony actually the one to find the break there. I mean, I still find it so insane. How does MrNeasel even play with this shake?
Not only that, but the Ak is quite strong. He's obviously like not uncomfortable playing this.
Oh, there we go. Another break,
The response miss.
The difference in score isn't actually that huge right now.
I can definitely swing both sides. We're only halfway.
Ooh. There's a break. Oh my god, look at MrNeasel. This looks so stupid with the cursor size too. This is amazing.
He's making me shake. Like I like instinctively react to what's happening.
Oh, and does break, and that's a big break, because now the score is going to go running away for Tony. Look at it climb.
Tony has found his groove here. Doesn't need that much map left to secure it either. Quite hard to come back from this point.
For sure. And MrNeasel with another break, sealing it pretty much, because now he has too little time to build another big combo. Oh, Tony does find a break though, but it's too little too late for MrNeasel, and the map has been sealed. I'm honestly surprised MrNeasel is even able to put up a fight here. Like, it's surprising.
I almost want to say it's not his fault. But, I mean, it is, but it's like he missed on nothing like 3 times. So it's like, where it happens, well, that shake is...
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What can you do with the shake, I guess? It's always going to be a little bit of debuff. But nerves are also a little bit of a buff, you know? Faster tapping or something.
Yeah, that's cope.
I know
my
people.
AR 10.1 to 10 cope. That's
I know
cope.
people who believe this. I don't personally believe it, but
unless you play Tapex, I don't see it.
I know Melwem is an advocate of this, for example. Now,
Oh, if I speak, I'm in trouble.
This is not a safe space for flaming players. Oh well, it's gonna be a first point for Tony there. DT4 pick, we're 3 for 3 on the DT4 custom.
Good choice. Excellent
Hell
choice.
yeah. It's a pick for MrNeasel too. I mean, judging
Honestly,
by... Yeah.
you can shake and hit this map.
I think it's even easier if you shake, honestly. Well,
There's so much like random. I mean, it's not random, obviously, but there's so many different angles of flow that you're hitting throughout the map.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, you might just shake onto all of them. Like, it's not completely unreasonable.
Targeted Shake, here we go. Such an amazing song too. I love Rigel Theater. Maybe it's a Rigel Theater. Who knows? It's a MrNeasel pick. And judging by how he's looked so far on his picks, I'm excited to see what he can pull out here. Does start us off with a break, but
Not too bad yet.
no, of course not. The aim control required for this is kind of nuts. Like, it gets really difficult during the last third of the map. Tony with a big break. MrNeasel trades it right after though, and we're basically back to equal. Slight hack advantage for Tony.
That is currently making all the difference. This act difference.
Yeah. Ooh, but that break is gonna give Tony another chance to increase the score gap.
Honestly, that flower half circle pattern, whatever you want to call it, with shaking, I can see that one being a bit hard. Because there's some like wiggles in here that I you know, you're just shaking onto the wiggle, you know. But
Yeah.
some of these other patterns definitely require some sort of control.
Oh, for sure. You have to have a mixture of nerves and razor sharp aim control. Oh my god, MrNeasel just...
He hit it.
He did hit it. Oh my god. Essentially a combo reset for both players, and this benefits Tony for now, but there's only a 20k difference.
Yeah, this is definitely all to play for still. And this last part of the map does become very difficult.
Yep. But MrNeasel is comboing through the early parts of it. And this combo could make a huge difference here. It does finally break, but look at the difference in score.
I mean, he is out-wiggling the wiggles with that shake. Ooh, both finding multiple misses now.
Ooh. God.
And he's gonna have, whoa!
Oh.
Oh my.
It is the amount of misses that actually ends up sealing it, honestly, because of the accuracy.
There was a point there where the score did go over to blue side for 5 notes.
Yeah. And then MrNeasel found a couple of chain misses. Jesus, that was close. Good showing from both players, honestly. 300k is still very respectable in this map.
Very good for Tony to get this point as well.
Absolutely, it's a break point for him and he has taken it back, so he has to pick now, and he's only 1 point behind. Oh god, thank you, Laser Client.
And this is where we keep abusing it. I think we're going to the HR pool, maybe.
Honestly, probably. I wouldn't be surprised to see an HR1, because that map, I imagine, is very scary with shakes. HR2. Well,
HR2.
makes sense.
Yep. Depending on who you ask, it's a tapping map. Others call it precision.
Yeah, I'd call it something in between, I think. It's a precision map. Well, I don't know what to call it even. Old style map, that's a good label.
Also, definitely, yeah.
But the fact, I mean, this is kind of similar to DT4 in how the difficulty is spread across the map. The ending on this is, or well, the latter parts of this map are pretty scary.
I agree. I find it the most comfortable HR map, I think. I mean, that will depend from person to person, right? But I think HR2 is pretty comfortable.
Do
You can play stuff like that.
Yeah, do you wiggle the bursts or do you cheese them?
I cheese.
Figures. Would be interesting to see if anyone actually aims them properly because it looks. I mean, it's 220 BPM.
Neasel might do it like not on purpose.
Yeah,
They will look
subconsciously.
good.
Oh yeah, holy shit! It's really immerseful, you know. I'm immersed in the old style map with the whistles.
Yep. This is how mapping should be again. I look at these patterns. Straight lines, just like God intended.
Bring back old school mapping.
No weird slider shapes, just bananas. I don't know how to put it differently. As Neasel does take an early lead here.
Oh, that is an unlucky break right there. He's not going to be too happy about that. Most players honestly looking relatively comfortable and it's still so very close between them.
Yep. The 2% act difference, keeping it in Nasel's favor. Now the combo as well.
And the score is going to grow pretty fast here if MrNeasel starts holding a little bit of combo because... Oh, but he shakes off a note. Tony trades it right away though, and we're back to equal combo. Here he comes. Oh.
Oh.
Honestly, this section is pretty scary because if you end up chain missing, you're going to be losing score actively, and if it's as close as it could be here, that's going to be pretty important.
Yeah, but with combos being pretty much the same, it's mostly the hack that's the big factor here.
Go, Neasel, Jesus Christ. It almost looked like it was going to shake through the entire section and hold.
And this does look like a point for Neasel.
Yeah, it looks like another breakpoint.
That's not his pick, my bad. Bad pick.
Bad pick. I must say, I actually like Renard. Good songs.
Yeah, sure.
You did not agree with that.
I mean, some songs are fine. This one's fine.
This one's pretty good. That is another break point there for Neasel, and that once again puts Tony in a pretty bad spot. He had the chance there to come back and make it equal, but it's 4-2, and we're gonna be going 3 for 3 on the HR1 custom. We're going back into Till on custom. Now this is... I am really curious as to how this is gonna go. considering how hard this map is to play with shakes. It's a low BPM, very aim-heavy map.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of flow, some funny patterns are there. The aim requirement at the end is quite high, I think. Like,
For
the
sure.
map does spike really hard at the ending, depending on who you ask. Me.
I mean, I
Should be
think,
interesting.
yeah. Let's see who hits the devilish beginning here. Oh, Neasel is not the one who hits it. It's Tony.
This BPM shouldn't be that bad for Tony, I think. Ooh. As I was saying.
It's gonna be aim. That's the big factor.
Seemed a bit uncomfortable with the 220 of last HR pick. But there should be most people's like a lower comfort zone, I think, this BPM.
Yeah, for sure. Neasel is looking so shaky. And we're only a fourth in. He's holding on to the combo.
He is keeping himself pretty... He looks confident, looks comfortable.
Ooh.
As he misses on a bit unlucky miss, I think.
Yeah, he's looking a little less shaky now than he just did. I mean, once again, we're have a 10k difference here. This Neasel here very nervous.
And no real combo to speak of as well, so... This will probably come down to the ending, I think.
Honestly, you might be right, yeah.
Because some of those jumps and angles are really... I mean, I'm excited to see how Neasel does on them.
You can definitely see the shake, though. Oh, let's see. They would never break on this part, right? Oh, they both hold.
Both players are doing great here. That was pretty good.
The difference is still so small in the score, and any break right now is going to be huge. Absolutely humongous. We're gonna have the rhythm check here in a second, the hit sound pattern. Oh, Tony fails to snap. Not even the rhythm, actually.
Yeah, this needs a guy, he plays rhythm games.
Oh yeah, he knows. Tony, to be fair, does also get through it. Neasel breaks instantly after, though, and we're back to even. Oh my god. Tony breaks again, loses a bit of accuracy there. Reflected in the score gap that it does climb to 5k. Neasel misses.
There's the big aim part.
Oh god, it's so close. Oh, those misses from Neasel. Just look at the score. 20k gifted to Tony on a silver platter. Another 15k.
Another 15.
Whoa. Okay.
He was honestly doing great on the jumps. I feel like when the jumps are that big, maybe shaking isn't all that bad. It's more when you need to control it into smaller spaces.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, you can just see the graph there. He basically gave away, and I say gave away, but you know, he gave away, what, 35k score just from those two Shane misses.
Yep. I mean, at least because he was ahead at the time, I think, as well, before the first miss hit.
Absolutely. A very close one, and it's another breakpoint to boot. Like, we're going back and forth here.
Now I'm interested, because HR3 isn't... Now again, I don't shake, so I don't know, but it doesn't seem that bad with shaking.
I think this is... I mean, if we use the logic of smaller spacings being more annoying with shakes, I think Card Rock 3 is a little bit scary, because it's very control-y.
I think Hidden 3 is also pretty scary, actually. There's, I mean, you have the flow, but there's a lot of these, like, tiny 1-2s and like triangles and very small shapes, very much snappy.
Yeah, of course. This is also not the best thing for MrNeasel right now.
Very, very snappy.
I mean, this is Tony's pick. If Tony takes this, we're back to 4-4 equalized. And that would be interesting. Is that Shinobu in the background?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what that has to do with song at all. But...
No, absolutely nothing. Unless this was made for Monogatari, which I don't think it was.
I'm convinced you also didn't exist when this was released.
Oh yeah.
Here come the funny tiny jumps. I really like this map though.
It's cool. Definitely.
I mean, we're neck and neck here. The first miss will be quite big. It was made from Monogatari, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, it was. There you go. Okay.
The vibe is so odd.
And while we've been talking here, MrNeasel has found a break. Tony still has the FC. Sorry, Tony, he does not have the FC anymore.
He did have the FC for quite a while, and that's given a quite big lead, I'd say.
Yeah, a fairly big one, and with MrNeasel resetting again and finding a lot of misses here, Tony has a pretty comfortable cushion to sit on. Tony does have the slight combo advantage, but I mean, the score could fling anywhere at any time, and it does now because Tony finds a break here. And MrNeasel has such a nice recovering combo that this could be very important for him to bring the score back.
I mean, this map doesn't really let off anymore. It's gonna be pretty much the same patterns we've seen for this entire ending.
Yeah, MrNeasel did do pretty well when holding on to them, or hitting them earlier. It's such a large combo. And Tony breaks again. MrNeasel trades it right away though.
Reset.
Okay.
And now the score is we're neck and neck again.
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Any Shane miss, any break right now could decide it. That's it though. Surely no one breaks here, right?
Tony does hold.
10k is
a
all
bit
that,
iffy there at one point.
10k is all that separates them. It looked like such an insanely good Tony pick for a while there. But MrNeasel, I mean, he had these recovering combo and he came back. Jesus Christ. Man. It's just closed left and right.
I mean, this is wait, is it 4-4?
Yeah.
It's 4-4 now. Oh yeah.
I mean, 4-4. We're back to equal. This could be good. We could get a tiebreaker. I don't want to, you know, jinx it or anything, but then again, looking at what's left in the pool,
this is probably a pretty good pick to have left for MrNeasel.
yeah, I was about to say this is probably a pretty good MrNeasel map.
That's a really good map to have at the 4-4.
Unless Tony, of course, has gone on a speed arc recently, but I don't think so.
Okay, the first speed pick was not that convincing by Niesel.
No, not really. But he did win it. Eventually.
There again, Tony off to a early lead.
A little bit of a head start. Oh, Niesel with another break, and that's huge.
Alright, massive.
He still does have this slightly better accuracy though, but that combo is nothing to scoff at from Tony. Tony does break though, and the combo gets removed from him, taken forcefully. He's breaking all over the place now.
Keeps missing.
It's going back. It's going back so fast.
Oh.
They're gonna see it. They're gonna see the scoreboard here.
If there was any moment to shake for Niesel, I think it's now, because I'd be panicking right now.
Yeah, you just know you have to hold. And it looks like that sentiment reached him. Oh my god. He knows he has to hold, and he has taken back the score lead, but there's still so much map left comparatively to how little is separating these two players, and he does break.
That's a huge miss due to shake.
Tony breaks as well, though. Oh, but there's so much score separating them now. Tony breaks again. Never mind.
It's another 10k-ish difference.
Okay, okay,
Oh my god.
okay. Surely
Niesel
not.
just has to combo game for this to finish.
Oh my god, he does.
Right,
he
does
makes
it.
it. It just goes back and forth, man. Well, it's like I'm watching
that was game 6 LeBron. That was so clutch, actually. The last 100 combo there.
It's crazy how little it comes down to in the end, right? Like 100 combo here or there. It's when you put it into perspective, it's just not that much of the map at all. But it is what makes the difference for Niesel, and that puts him at match point. We have one map left to go for Tony. One map to see if Niesel is going to be taking this match, or if we're going to tiebreaker to decide the winner.
What do you choose here, though? I mean, Nomad 1 you can just flip, I guess. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, Nomad 3 is pretty good, I think. Hard Rock 3, eh. Nomad 1, yeah, go for the dice roll.
We are rolling the dice, yeah.
Yeah, it's
gambling.
Yeah, it's a respectable choice, honestly. It's kind of a map where, I mean, if you're Tony, you might be unsure of how good Niesel is on both Nomad 3 and Hard Rock 3, and you know that Nomad 1 is just going to be a coin flip either way, so...
It's also a massive stress test, I think. I mean, both players should be comfortable enough to like FC this like solo, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a pressure test.
Yeah, this ain't solo anymore. 5 minutes of Nomad 1. Honestly, the thing I'd be most worried about in this map is Niesel's nerves. That wouldn't surprise me if that is what ends up making the difference.
This is a classic Epoch map. I didn't even look at this like before, but I can just assume what it is, right? It's the generic skill test.
It's fairly generic, yeah. There is one cheeky little burst section in the map.
Epoch, I think, usually known for making rather like 7-8 stars, so this is interesting though.
Well, we're gonna be here for a little while. Tony from previous Sweden Cups is known for his consistency on stuff like this. He's been really good at Nomad once in the past. Can he do it again, is the question.
Honestly, Niesel's aim looks pretty solid. For now.
Yeah, for now. I mean, compared to some of the other maps so far, he's definitely looking much less shaky and a little bit more confident.
Oh, players hitting it with relative ease.
MrNeasel just got so close to missing that slider.
He did indeed, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
That
almost got
is,
slow slidered.
yeah, that is about as close as it gets right there, but he does retain his combo.
The difference now is
Oh,
tiny difference in MrNeasel finds a miss.
and it is the shake, honestly. He has begun shaking a lot.
There's an awful place to miss with the slow part
Yeah.
coming up.
It's an absolutely horrible place to miss too, because it's so close in the middle of the map.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. You have staggered your score to pretty much 500k.
Yeah. Tony is the one in the driver's seat right now. But okay, sorry Tony, he is just not in the driver's seat anymore, I guess.
I think the combo difference is negligible for now. This is pretty much a reset. Now this is not a reset. MrNeasel might do something here.
He has all the time in the world to bring it back, but he has to do so much. Almost gets slow slidered again.
He does have to hope for another Tony miss. Oh, actually, look
No,
at
he
the score now.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He has
doesn't,
enough time,
yeah.
I think.
So it is truly all on his back.
Here come the streams. Oh, Tony is the one to fall though, and MrNeasel trades it right after. Oh my god. Okay, this is exciting now.
I mean, any miss here is trouble.
But that's big. That's huge.
And Tony's act just disappeared there as well, maybe during the stream, so the difference isn't that big. There's 6,000 in it.
Yeah, any break right now is so big, and MrNeasel is shaking out of his mind, looking very unstable.
Oh my god, breathe, brother.
Does break. Tony breaks as well. Okay, it's 6k. There is still enough time. If anything happens, I guess. Or it's just... Yeah, no. MrNeasel breaks though, and that's horrible for him. That is the one place you cannot afford to break in, because now he needs Tony to basically chain miss to take this map.
Whatever. Tony stable as
Let's
a
see.
rock.
Oh, that could have gone badly. It is so close. It is so unbelievably close. Once again, 12k separating these two players. Like, how does this happen? How does this happen every time? We are going to tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to tiebreaker.
We are going to tiebreaker. Without anyone truly... I mean, this match has been close. Like, not only is it tiebreaker, but there's been multiple maps where the difference is like less than 20,000.
Yeah, it's been breakpoints all over the place. It's been close maps. It's been everything so far. And honestly, whoever comes out on top here, I think it's so incredibly deserved. Because both of these players have fought very well in this match.
This is a map I haven't looked at because I never thought I would get to this point.
You doubted us? You doubted these matchups?
Maybe.
They always have insane content, you know?
Another Kovari map in this pool, so Kovari got some love this pool.
Now, once again, I hate to talk about MrNeasel's nerves so much, but they're absolutely central in this match, I feel like, and it just TB and nerves are not two things that you want to have together in the same map. Let's get into it. This is exciting. I'm excited. Holy shit.
It is for all the marbles. There's no, no losers bracket to fall down on either. It's now or never.
Yeah, you have one map left in the tournament, or you have one more week ahead of you at least. You either die here or you move on. Die was perhaps a bit...
Okay.
I promise we won't be executing any players for losing in Sweden Cup.
2026 though.
2026 is the guillotine year. We're going full French mode. I'm so incredibly happy that this is going to tiebreaker, because I feel like this is such a... These two players are, at the moment, pretty equally skilled, I'd say. MrNeasel has been popping off lately, and Tony is inching his way back into the game again. Tony does break, that's a huge break too!
That's a huge break.
He goes from SS to 98. MrNeasel is still holding on to the SS. You gotta take the opportunity in these early parts of the map to kind of build your combo. Tony gets soul-sidered. You definitely do want to get as much combo as possible while the nerves are still absolutely manageable. Oh, MrNeasel just shook off.
It did shake off indeed.
We're a third in, and MrNeasel is shaking. Not necessarily a super good sign. Tony is rebuilding a bit of combo, but that 35k gap is bigger than you'd think on a tiebreaker.
Yeah, especially if Tony can keep building on it. Oh, was they reset?
It's a combo reset, and there's a lot of misses going on here. I feel like a lot of the misses that have happened during this map have been chain misses, so whenever you're missing, you're probably going to be punished a bit in the accuracy department, which is going to lower your score just a little bit. We're back to equal in basically both combo and accuracy pretty much at this point, and the only thing separating them is the earlier combo from MrNeasel. He does break though! Tony trades it out. Okay, we're halfway through. I mean, honestly, it's anyone's game right now, but that's a big break from Tony.
Yeah, both players dropping Ack on that stream right there.
Oh my god, MrNeasel. How is he holding on? I don't get it. How is Tony the one breaking? Look at MrNeasel.
MrNeasel might be the main character.
Holy shit. How is he holding combo? I don't get it. Tony's breaking all over the place right now. But MrNeasel still has the combo, 500 combo and counting, and the score gap is growing. Holy shit, MrNeasel finally does fall. But it's so late.
Break it look like.
It's a combo reset again. And at this point, there's so little time left for Tony to do anything.
This just gives help with MrNeasel indeed, yeah.
MrNeasel's looking to knock Tony out here on the tiebreaker, and he's coming damn close right now.
Now they see each other, see where they're at.
I get to see the score. And if I'm Niesel, I'm at least a little bit relieved to know that I have a big gap. A big gap separating us. Okay.
Oh,
Tony, that is...
both players don't know that. I mean, they both did it, right?
Yeah, they did. But I think Tony missed the entire section, whereas Niesel did hit the later set of parts.
There's so little map left.
There's so little map left. It's done. It's done. Niesel has beaten Tony on the tiebreaker. Oh god. Tony with one final break to really put the final nail in the coffin here, but it is going to be Niesel. The question is just, how close is it going to be? And there we go. It ends up being
GG's.
56k.
That's pretty much the lead he had for half the map, I think. It was...
Yeah.
That early combo really, really, I mean, solved it for him, pretty much. I mean...
Holy shit. If I'm Tim Power or Dank, I'm a little bit nervous now. Niesel really did show up in this match, and honestly, I mean, knocking out Tony in semifinals is not a small feat whatsoever.
What do you mean? It was C23.
Yeah, C23, you know? Wow. What a match. What a match. So incredibly, honestly, whichever way it went, it would have been so incredibly deserved for both players to win this match, but it is Niesel who edges it out, and honestly, congratulations to him for moving on to fight tomorrow in the losers bracket. Tony doing his best to put up a giant fight, but does go down and is knocked out of Sweden Cup 2025. What a match, man. What a match. Looking at the schedule for now, we have Tim Power Dank at 20 UTC, I think.
In an hour?
Yeah, it says 2 hours, but that's because there's 1 hour and 1 minute left. And Laser is stupid. So that's gonna be the next match. We're gonna be back in an hour just to calm ourselves, get some water, you know, try to recover from this absolutely insane match we just watched.
It also depends on Tim Power, because I have seen messages that he has issues with his computer.
Oh, well, we'll hopefully be here in 1 hour then. But that's going to be all for now. Congratulations to Niesel